What's up, guys? Jake with the Teen Tactical. Welcome to the special indoor video. Today we are filming inside. Today I wanted to talk to you about my most expensive Glock I've ever made, or purchased I should say. This is my Gucci 19X build. For those that are wondering, the reason why we were filming inside is because, to be honest with you, I have a huge allergic thing that involves humidity. I don't like it. I thought today we would talk about the 19X inside, if that's okay with you, because at this point I have shot this thing so much that I feel comfortable enough I can talk about it without actually being at the range as I'm shooting it. In fact, I've actually taken this particular 19X build here. Honestly, the last 10 videos I've made, this gun has been in my range bag, and I have been shooting it and testing it and trying it under different circumstances and different configurations, because I wanted to try to make the most iconic Gucci'd out 19X that I possibly could. And why is that? Why go to all the trouble of spending this much money on a Glock? I've always gone with Glocks, so this is kind of something I've always wanted to have myself. A special Glock, the one Glock, if you will, to rule them all. Let me just kind of rewind for a second. I did not build this out. I actually bought it. It was on consignment at a gun store. It was pretty much everything I was looking for. That's a built out 19X like that. Today, the point of this video is not to just do a review of this gun. There's plenty of reviews out there that you can look up about 19X and other Glocks. Today, we're going to talk about why you don't need this gun. While I'm happy I got the gun because I got a good price, I would never recommend you actually get this kind of gun, you know, brand new, and build it yourself brand new with brand new parts, because it's a lot of money. This particular Glock would have cost me about $2,000 by the time you bought everything new and pieced it together and all that good stuff. Thankfully, being poor and broke in Tennessee, I did not pay nearly that amount. Won't tell you how much I paid, but let's just say that pretty much everything on this Glock came as it was when I bought it, except for the Radium Ramjet Afterburner. I did put that on, but everything else you see here is exactly how it came. Let's talk about what's on this particular gun. And then we're going to talk about how it performs and why you don't want to actually get one of these. Starting from the tip here, you'll see we have got the Radium Ramjet Afterburner. It's not Gen 5 MOS. It's not the new 19X. This is one of the older 19Xs. It's been just kind of built up. You'll see this has got a special cut slide Cerakoted to an aftermarket bronzish brown color, very similar to the new 19X MOS, a little bit different but similar. It does have, if I can get the focus here, you'll see here it does have a tritium front sight. Now the funny thing about that is there's no rear sight, and you'll see with this Delta Point Pro that we have back here, there's no built-in rear sight on the actual optic itself. It's literally just a front sight. I guess you could use that sort of like point and shoot a little bit maybe, but essentially if this red dot dies, then this gun's gonna be more of a gun that you use to just point in a general direction and shoot, or really up close. And very nice cut slide here. Like I said, very nice Delta Point Pro is what it's called. DP Pro, it says on the side here, Leopold. Again, I didn't buy this optic, it just came with it. Down here, we've got the Streamlight TLR7A, another bronze-ish color there. Very nice, very tactical. And then here, you'll see all this very custom stipple work. Let me get in very close. Can I zoom in more? Yeah, look at that. You guys see that? It's very nice. Now, this is something interesting. I actually talked to the people that did the stipple work, and this kind of stipple work, when they actually start working into the actual polymer, it changes color. They didn't actually paint that or Cerakote it like that. It just kind of changed color. So they have the base 19X, and as it got burnt, it changed color into those little hexagon colors there. But they've got wrapped around here. They've got wrapped all the way around the front, and they even got wrapped on that little extra groove there that the 19X is known for. As far as other things go, we've got your standard slide lock or slide release, however you'd like to use it. Standard mag release, although I think this one might be, you guys tell me, that I think that one's a little bit extended. See how it kind of pops up a little bit there? So that might be an extended mag release, kind of hard to tell. I did forget one other thing. I did put inside here the Glock Performance trigger, the one that Glock came out with. I've had really a lot of bad luck with any kind of aftermarket trigger. Anything that's not like the OEM trigger. I've had issues with reliability and doing it just right. Maybe it's just because I lack the experience or something, the knowledge, I don't know. I cannot get aftermarket triggers to work on my Glocks. I do like the Glock performance trigger because it's technically aftermarket, but it's made by Glock. It's their OEM thing. I've had good luck with them. I've got one in here. I've also got one with my Glock 47. So I do like it, and I'll let you get that trigger pull. Okay, so a little mushy, you know, but we pull. About 4.5 pound pull right there. Okay. A little reset. Okay. Just like that. I like this a lot. Can you get better triggers? Yes, obviously can. And the odds are someone could probably tune this thing out even better and get like a 1 pound trigger pull. I'm just the kind of person that kind of sucks at that. I'm not really good and not that experienced. As far as pricing goes, let's say you bought this 19X stock, 500 bucks. Delta Point Pro, 450 bucks for this bronze one specifically. Then you'd be paying $390 or $400, let's say, for the Iranian Ramjet Afterburner, $140 for the TLR 7A, $100 for the Glock aftermarket trigger, the performance trigger, and then roughly estimating the slide cuts and stipple work. It's going to vary where you go, but I know the slide cuts and stair cuts about 300-ish, and the stipple work from the guys I talked to that actually did the stipple work is 150. You do the math, 500, 450, that's 950. Plus the 140 and 390. It's a lot. It's like, I'll put the number down below. I can't, math is hard. It's kind of a lot. All right, this is cellular below 158 grain subsonic. Just put like 8 rounds in, you know, see how she does. I'm hopeful they'll work out, but we'll see. See how she does. Ooh. Yep. It's not quite stiff enough. It's like getting stuck. There we go. Just getting a little stuck there. Forgot I've got these on. That's silly. How does it actually perform? I'll be honest with you. This gun performs really well. I love shooting this gun, but is it the best gun that I could possibly shoot, especially like a $2,000 price point or whatever it is? No. I mean, you can get a lot of different other guns that are going to be much better performing than this one. This is without doubt probably the biggest waste of money I've ever had besides that shotgun suppressor I bought. But this is something I kind of wanted. It's something I've always thought about, and I've always wanted like that one special gun, you know, like they say, it just stays in the safe. But it's awesome. I really like it. It shoots good. Does it shoot better than a regular Glock? Yes, it does. Does it shoot better than, like, I don't know, a Kinetic TTI Combat? No, it doesn't shoot nearly as good as a Kinetic TTI Combat. I'll be honest with you on that. It doesn't. And it doesn't shoot as good as a Staccato or 2011 or heck, even 1911 for that matter. But it is awesome. It's kind of like one of those guns you have just to flex. But is it worth spending your money on? No, you should not buy a gun like this. It's not perfect either. It has problems. I got some shooting footage here where I actually took it out at the range and I was trying to run a suppressor with it and I could not get to run suppressed. Even with this, with everything the way it is, I could not get a suppressor to run on this Scooched out 19X. Now, other people might be able to. I'm just telling you, I could not get my 19X to run with a suppressor. I'm thinking about making a separate video on suppressors on Glocks because there's a lot of Glocks that sometimes you may have trouble with. What I found is that the bigger the Glock, the more likely you're going to have success. So I guess size does matter. But anyways, I love it. I'm glad I got it at the price I got it, but I would not spend money on this. This is my special little video for you guys, telling you why you should not spend money on an overpriced setup like this. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. Now, if you're wanting it for the cool factor, for the flex, I respect the flex. Go for it. It's your money. You do what you want. This gun is not worth the money that it would normally cost. It's just not. Do I regret it? Do I wish I could go back and have not bought this? I got it at a really good price, and I was really happy with it, and I'm honestly happy with it, especially with the Radiant Ramjet Afterburner. I've got a special video coming out next week, I think, just talking about this thing, because for the longest time, I wasn't really the biggest fan of compensators on handguns. They never really felt like they did much of a difference for me. But after shooting my regular PSA dagger for all the red dot reviews that we've done on the channel, And then coming to this, I realized it does make a difference. With everything else being the same, just having that on there, it does make a difference. So again, separate video on that in the future too. Bottom line, what can we say? How can we summarize what I'm trying to tell you in this video? I guess the point of this video is, I've got this cool 19X. It's decked out with all kinds of stuff, all kinds of cool parts, tactical cuts in the slide and everything. But I'm telling you guys right now, while I do like this, I have to say, if you're thinking about getting a Gucci'd out 19X or any kind of Gucci'd out Glock especially, it's not worth it. I know the typical thing to say is you'd be better off just taking the extra money and using it to spend on ammo and do some training. And they're not wrong. It's very true. But at the end of the day, it's your money, and I'm not your dad. At least I'm not your dad yet. So you can spend your money on something like this if you want. I'm just telling you from my experience, it's really not worth it. Guys, that's going to wrap it today. If you enjoyed this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think about the inside video? Is that a cool format, or is that no go? Is that no bueno? I want to know. Love to hear from you. We will see you next time.